It's July 20th, and the temperature is rising in Phoenix. It's time for the annual 2024 All-Star Game, and this year, it has a special twist to it. We're going to see the national team that is going to represent the country in the Olympics later this year, against the WNBA All-Star team, a team that consists U.S. players not picked for the national team and foreign stars. We're also going to see two rival rookies going at it, but tonight they play on the same team. We are about to see how this will turn out, as we are in for a great, fun, competitive matchup. For the WNBA, the reserves are Angel Reese, Alicia Gray, Breonna Jones, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, Kayla McBride, Derica Hamby, and the starters are Caitlin Clark, Arike Ogbowale, Dewana Bonner, Jonquel Jones, Nneka Ogwumike. And for the U.S. national team, the reserves are Alyssa Thomas, Sabrina Ionescu, Nafisa Collier, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, Kalia Copper, Brittany Griner. And the starters are Aja Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Jewel Lloyd, Chelsea Gray, and Diana Taurasi. The U.S. team wins the tip-off, and they immediately show that this is nothing like the men's All-Star game whatsoever. A set play is run, started by an Iverson cut and followed by an elevator screen for Diana Taurasi, in which she hits a three, giving the opening lead to the Team USA. Chelsea Gray doubles up that lead with another three-point made, and now it's 6-0 in favor of the U.S. Brittany Griner and Aja Wilson had their moments in the first two. Griner did her damage in the post, and while Wilson showed off her handles and hit a three for her team against the All-Stars, BG started by hitting a nice turnaround jumper in her defender's face. She continued by scoring another bucket in the post, and even after that receiving a pass from Kelsey Plum, she used impeccable footwork to escape the double team and score once again. Aja showed off her crossover, and she lost her defender and tacked the rim for a layup, displaying her versatility as an offensive player. Bonner also showed her effectiveness in transition, hitting this three. On the other end, for the WNBA All-Stars, it was Nneka Ogwumike who had the weapon in the first quarter. The Seattle Storm's forward scored in all types of fashion for her team in this quarter. First off, she faked a lob pass for her big, and used her defender not staying on the ground, so she hit the easy jumper. She took her defender to the rim for a nice finish at the cup, and she even hit a floater to keep the defense guessing. To top it off, she had the nicest looking bucket in this quarter, after she hit this step back off the pick and roll. The Team USA had the lead the whole game so far until the last possession, in which the WNBA All-Stars managed to score to turn it around, and it was no one else but Angel Reese, scoring her first bucket and giving her team the lead to end the first quarter. The second quarter started, and it was time for the rookie from the Indiana Fever to announce her presence there too, and she definitely did that with two beautiful dimes to start the quarter. First, she set up her Fever teammate, Aaliyah Boston, with a beautiful wraparound pass that led to an and one, and then she used her awareness and transition to throw the ball to Breonna Jones for an easy layup. The USA team, though, did not mess around at all, as they played full court pressure to start the second quarter, and it led to fruition with the steal and finish by Copper after a nice touch pass from Thomas. Griner still had the hot hand, as she hit another J, and Taurasi showed her ability to get downhill as she drove in transition to get the and one. Stewart also came to help her USA teammates this quarter, and it was her coach that got her going. She called this nice set play for her, in which she ended up hitting the three-pointer from the corner after receiving a down screen. She also had one of the smoothest Euro steps in this game so far, beating her defender out of the pitcher completely for an easy layup. But the WNBA did not worry at all, and for one reason only: they have Caitlin Clark. She started by turning the great defense to offense. After getting a deflection, she went the other way and got the layup too. She was patient on the pick and roll for Jones to get a good position down low, and she fed her the ball for her to get an easy bucket. And then once again, she ran very rapidly after getting the ball after a defensive rebound, going into handoff immediately, which led to a Gray three-pointer. She racked up 5 assists already. Jones was on too, hitting the silky smooth rainbow jumper, and in the last 5 seconds of the quarter cleaned up her teammate's miss with a put-back layup. We even got this cool moment of Reese talking about how nice it is to have Clark on her team, and that she is always running and looking for the ball because she knows Clark is going to throw it. Now into the third quarter. The WNBA All-Stars changed their uniforms at halftime, and it seems like it had a complete effect on their game. If the first 2 quarters were close, from now it's a complete beatdown for the Team USA. Clark starts off the quarter by getting 3 assists, one to Ogumike for the jumper off the glass, and the other 2 would end up being fatal. She set up Ogumbowale in the pick and roll, in which she finished with a nice fadeaway. And when she did this nice handoff to Ogumbowale for the 3, all hell broke loose. It was the first one of 5 threes for that Ogumbowale would end up hitting this quarter. Mind you, she went scoreless in the first half, and these were the first buckets that she got this whole game. After the first one, she hit a tough step back running to the corner. Then she hit this 3, and then she shot a heat check and hit a 3 where she was smothered and the defense was all over her. She was just feeling it. And to prove that she hit the last out of the 5, running full speed towards the defense, hitting the brakes and knocking down her 5th 3 this quarter. She was just on another level. Team USA also made a couple 3s. Aja Wilson hit one. They left Copper alone, so she hit one too. And Kelsey Plum also hit one tough step back 3 in the pick and roll. But it was not enough because Ogumbowale had 21 points alone in this quarter. And to top that off, it did not help at all that Kelsey Mitchell beat the 3rd quarter buzzer by crossing her defender over and hitting the tough jumper too. Now, in the 4th quarter, with the WNBA All-Stars having a comfortable lead, they gained even more confidence and used all their weapons to their advantage. Ogumbowale continued shooting the hell out of the basketball, making yet another 3-pointer after an offensive rebound. After she had been quiet for a while, Reese finally scored once again, breaking loose and transition and Jones throwing her the ball 3/4 of the full court away. And now, it was time for the play that we had been expecting the whole game long. A team play between the 2 rivals, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Clark dribbled through the defense and found Reese under the basket. Did not have a hard time to capitalize under the rim at all. Worth for getting Clark her 10th assist of the night. Reese did not stop there, as she got another layup, this time set up by Gray. For Team USA, it was Stewart that found her groove in the 4th. She hit 2 threes after the All-Stars left her wide open and one more time after she slipped the screen on the pick and roll. She also went coast to coast for a layup and quietly ended the game with 31 points. Taurasi hit 1 3-pointer too off a handoff, but that was about it for them tonight. And Ogumbowale kept on firing, hitting her 7th and 8th 3 of the night. She was even practicing moves on the court, hitting this unbelievably hard mid-range off one leg. The WNBA were so in tune and their team chemistry was so high at this point that they were doing plays like this, throwing alley-oops. And with 7 seconds to go, Ogumbowale hit her last 2 free throws, now having 34 points in this game. Breaking the record for most points in an All-Star game, her team won by more than a double-digit margin. And even though there were other players that played well, it is certain to say that she deserved the All-Star Game MVP, and it was only right that was given to her. Alright, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you thought down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the episode if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.